Our wedding day is officially here. Wow, I'm so excited to marry you. I'm very excited for the first look and to see you in your wedding dress, 3 exclamation points. I can't wait for the moment when you walk down the aisle towards me. I'm nervous and excited for our salsa dance. Those lessons together have been so fun. I'm excited to look at the stars with you later as husband and wife. And I love you so much that you're reading this while getting ready, surrounded by family and friends. I am most excited, though, to say I do and to marry you. You have my heart, and you always will. I love you with all of me today and every day. I can't wait to marry you in a few short hours with all my lava. Nate.
Thank you all for being here to celebrate Nate and Caro's love and union. Nate and Caro's story starts 5 years and 4 days ago when they met for the first time on a blind date. Just a few months after meeting, the spark had become a flame and Nate and Caro were falling in love under the stars at Lake Tahoe.
Caro, 5 years and 4 days ago, I walked into Magnolia Brewing in San Francisco for a mostly blind date. On that date, we learned a lot about each other. I learned that you were funny, kind-hearted, confident, and somehow more beautiful in person than your pictures online. We learned how important family is to both of us. And you learned I was not allergic to cats. An important fact given you had just adopted Ash. Falling in love with you is easy. You dream big, and you follow those dreams relentlessly and unapologetically. You make me feel at home.
Idea how to describe exactly how much I love you, what you mean to me, and how you changed my life, but I will try. I love that you are, hands down, the kindest, most generous, most caring person I have ever known. I love how you inspire me every single day. I love that you make me laugh all the time, and that you can turn anything into a game. I love how you motivate me and support me through all things, whether it's getting my pilot's license or attempting to play tennis. You are the man beyond my wildest dreams, and your love has brought out the best in me.
As their courtship continued, it became obvious how perfect of a pair Nate and Caro are together. They both throw themselves into each other's passions. Caro, seeing tennis was an important part of the Grossman-Kennedy family, got a tennis outfit and began taking lessons. Nate described her as fearless, getting out on the court, as she is in everything she pursues. Nate had not spent much time on the dance floor before meeting Caro, but he also made an effort to step outside his comfort zone and embrace Caro's passion as he danced the night away with her at a wedding in Colombia. Just a few weeks ago, he even told me how much he was enjoying taking a few salsa lessons with Caro. Maybe we'll see a bit of that later this evening. Caro and Nate, that spark that began 5 years and 4 days ago at Magnolia, has grown into a giant warm glow that surrounds you and all of us today. It is ever expanding, fueled by the love, support, and selflessness in both of you. We're all so lucky we get to bask in it too. We've already grown so much together, but with your marriage, the best is yet to come.
Finish work. I know you haven't heard from me.
All right,
Welcome, everybody. I'm Nate's dad. I'm here to welcome you all to Nate and Caro's wedding weekend and rehearsal dinner.
I've been waiting for way too long. Baby, you were right and I was wrong.
When we first met Caro 5 years ago, I think, she came to the house bearing fresh baked cookies and immediately won her way into Kathy's heart. I mean, it couldn't have been much better. And it turned out that it was not a one-time event. It's recurring.
Everyone in this room knows they're two of the nicest people. That said, I'm still going to use this opportunity to poke a little fun at them. The one thing that I can truly roast Caro and Nate for as a couple: selfies. Nate and Caro love selfies more than Caro loves coffee, and more than Nate loves vertical SaaS businesses in industries with 2 to 5 million of annual recurring revenue. It truly makes me giggle every time they go on a trip to somewhere beautiful and end up with countless close-ups of their faces. I think that's the Eiffel Tower in the background, and maybe that's Notre Dame, but I'm not able to make it out because all you can see is Nate and Caro's bright, smiling faces in the foreground. They're just happy to be together, loving life and loving each other. I want to gift you two with a shrine to your selfies. It actually had to be 2 shrines. I hope that looking at these reminds you to take some time out of your busy schedules to laugh and to never take yourselves too seriously.
Even that day, early on in their relationship, they were effortlessly in sync, and I attribute that to a profound alignment of where to allocate time, energy, and care, leaving the rest. I think that this is what has enabled them to build such a loving, honest, supportive relationship and life together, to take joy and find adventure in what comes their way. It didn't hurt that Nate went over the hardest to crack figure in Caro's life, her cat Ash. I'm sharing this because as Caro's roommate for 2 years, that was never something that I was successfully able to do myself.
Her commitment to go above and beyond the call of friendship is one of the things that I love most about her. I think that intuitive, unwavering knowledge of her priorities is a cornerstone of what makes her such a successful, smart, ambitious, generous, understanding, kind person, and just an incredible friend.
Every room she was in was somehow brighter, more energetic, and more fun. These days, it seems like she's in a different country every time I see her. You know, in between getting her Stanford MBA, no big deal. In big and small ways over the years, Caro has shown that she is the most generous and caring person that I have ever met.
She taught me that there's no task unworthy of your best effort, and that life is short, so you should always strive for the best thing. When it came time for Caro to find the newest member of our family, she delivered with Nate.
I remember first hearing about Nate in the context of a most auspicious blind date setup, which led us to our secret nickname for him as Nate Blind Date. While I didn't meet him for a couple of weeks, you could say that I felt like I knew Nate from the very beginning, helped by the fact that I was the mastermind of the majority of their text exchanges. In the early days, when I actually met Nate a few weeks later, I was immediately struck by a shared sense of prioritization and value placed on relationships.
Nate always tries to help. He never kicks anybody when they're down. He never has a mean word to say about anybody. I mean, I really can't even remember one. He just always pitches in, and he stays calm under pressure.
He's someone I've strived to be more like in so many different ways, which has influenced some of my best decisions in my life. It's worth mentioning, though, the one time in which I'm glad I didn't follow in his footsteps. Yes. His rapper phase. In high school, Nate created a mixtape. A couple of his lines were actually pretty good. Others were slightly questionable. And some sounded suspiciously familiar. As if I'd heard Dr. Dre rap those exact lyrics before.
In our first apartment in San Francisco, where real estate's at a premium, we rented a place with the biggest living room we could find and left it completely devoid of furniture except for a big piece of cardboard with a strike zone painted on it so we could play living room baseball. Now, some of our guests may have thought these arrangements looked ridiculous or immature, but Nate never worried about what other people thought. All that mattered to him was that we could have fun. That is, until Caro came along. He described her to me as a beautiful Harvard graduate with aspirations of becoming an astronaut, who he had great chemistry with. Oh, and she supposedly flies planes on the weekend.
So she took Helen and I up in a little Cessna for a flight around the Bay Area, casually flying over the Golden Gate Bridge, handling mid-flight rerouting around a Raiders game, and even casually changing course when another plane came a little too close to us. Her calm confidence belies her fun-loving spirit, and I'm so thrilled to have her as a part of our family as a founding member of the WAGs.
After hearing all that, I started to question whether she was even real or if he was being catfished.
Nate has been nothing but an incredible older brother and role model to me over the years. You also can't pick your siblings' significant others, but if I could, Caro is as good as they come. She's always been there for me and for our family, dropping everything without question to show up.
She has always shown up for every single family member and friend here, and probably made you baked goods at least once or twice.
During difficult times or moments where maybe a family needs help, Caro, turns out, jumps in with both feet, with compassion and intelligence and incredibly good judgment. Just an amazing combination. It's no surprise at all to me that when I first met Caro's grandma, Ed's mother, Velma, the first thing she said to me was, she poked me in the chest and she said, "Hey, Caro is very special to me, so you would better take good care of her." I could only wonder what she said to Nate.
Nate, after 10 years of friendship, I can tell you that Caro will be your biggest supporter when you're down, your biggest champion when you succeed, and will help you always see where the value is, what to hold on to, and what to let go of. But you don't really need me to tell you that. She's found what is most important to her in you, and I'm so excited for your lifetime of adventures.
It's really, really good.
Is it too long already?
No, we're good.
Yeah, you said everything that needed to be said, and you did it so well.
Yes.
All her adventures have tested my heart. I have the strongest heart of any parent around here. She has jumped from parachutes, she flies planes, she does all kinds of adventures. Too much, little girl. Mucho caro. As a parent, one of the lessons we can teach our children is to make the right decisions and to choose right. Well, Caro has chosen right. Nate is a gentleman, a man who loves her, a great tennis partner, and we believe a greater salsa dancer.
My lava I know I should probably say something sweet plus romantic, but all I can think of is, oh my God, we're getting married today. I am truly the luckiest person in the world to get to spend the rest of my life with you, both because of the extraordinary person you are and because you fill me with so much joy. There are the everyday moments, making up Spanish words, laughing at inside jokes, smiling through undercooked and burnt dinners, making fun of Ash. I know we are going to have so much fun at the expense of our future children, and I'm all for it. You are beyond my wildest dreams, and you know how wild those dreams can be. You are the love of my life, my everything. I love you.
You like it?
I love it.
A year and a half ago, he called us. It was a Wednesday. You have time today to talk to me. And she asked for her hand. I said, yes. We are. Welcome. He's a great guy. In Spanish, we say, un tipo buena gente. Please join me in raising your glasses as we welcome our new son, Nate, to our family. Cheers. Salud.
Today, I give myself to you in marriage with a few important promises. I promise to love you in good times and in bad, when life seems easy and when it seems hard. I promise to encourage and inspire you, to laugh with you, and to comfort you. I promise to listen to more salsa music and to get on the dance floor with you. I promise to invest in our relationship and not take it for granted. Most of all, I promise to be a true and loyal friend and put you before all else. These promises I make to you today and all the days of our life. I love you.
Nate, today and all the days of my life, with all my heart, I promise to always give you my best. I promise to laugh with you always and at myself often. I promise to be your loudest cheerleader and fiercest supporter. I promise to savor life's little moments as much as the epic ones. I promise to grow together with you through the challenges of life. I promise to turn to you in joy and in sadness. I promise to always put you first. I promise to be yours forever. I love you, Nate.
am not surprised one bit that she found someone just as incredible in Nate. Everyone knows, and I've heard story after story this weekend, and even in Caro's vows, how caring, generous, and just amazing Nate is in his relationships. It's not your average couple that can sustain enough close relationships to have a wedding party of 24.
Let's be still.
In Caro, Nate has found his perfect match. In every way, Nate excels. Caro is equal or better, to the point where she's rapidly climbing up our family tennis rankings, so Dan, you should probably stop giving help there before it's too late. But one area that she's really pushing Nate in is her adventurous streak. Together they continue to teach me about life, relationships, and family. Whether it's the growth mindset of learning to live with cats, which Nate is a few decades ahead of the curve on. Sorry, Dad. Or learning the precise art of launching a fuzzy yellow ball across a court. Or more importantly, that the one that you love is the person who can conjure a smile. And not that cheesy, toothy grin you try to cobble together when somebody swings a camera in front of your face. I mean that genuine smile that just coalesces when you're really comfortable with someone and you don't care who's watching.
Just for one moment, just for a moment, let's be still. Just for a moment, let's be still. Just for a moment, let's be still.
Nate and Caro, with this ring, you are married, and your lives are joined together. This ring will be a sign of your love and faithfulness to each other for all the years to come. By the power vested in me by the state of California, and with great happiness, it is my honor to declare you married. You may seal your union with a kiss.
The world's just spinning a little too fast. If things don't slow down soon, we might not last. The world's not forgiving of everyone's fears. The days turn into months, the months turn into years. So just
To Caro and Nate, may you not be satisfied with infinity. May your love always go beyond.
I love you both so much and can't wait for the lifetime of selfies that we're all in for. Cheers to the selfie king and queen, Nate and Caro.
let's be still.